Hi, dear, it's Christy.
And Silvia time! Welcome
to
the podcast.
Welcome, MOAs, to our
MOA Sea Stars.
Well, MOA, yeah, okay, MOA crystals, MOA buggies.
MOA crystals.
But welcome to our crystals. We're recapping Act Suite Mirage in DC.
DC.
And
MOAs, where you at?
DC MOAs. I want to say I was watching their live, and I don't know if it's changed by now, but they did say that DC was their favorite show.
Yep. We barked the
Jerry was
loudest.
like,
we had the most fun.
Yeah, they said we enjoyed it, and we'll get into every detail. But,
yes. So sit back and relax, because we're gonna tell you the entire concert experience. Oh my gosh, that was this Thursday. Or no. Wait, was it Thursday?
No. It was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. May
Tuesday's
16th.
child.
Oh, you're right. Tuesday's child. And Sea Stars, welcome back, because we actually haven't been on PAKCST for a while, but we are still here. So
yes. And look what's in Christy's hand, y'all.
Oh yeah. I officially have a MOA bong, and I haven't had this for the longest time since I've been a MOA.
Congratulations, Sea Star.
But I finally got one.
She finally has one. Now we can both glow. This is seriously still like one of the cutest light sticks ever.
I think this one might be, well, if it's not my favorite, one of my favorite. I don't know. Like I like the way that it beeps when it turns on. It
so feels like a little toy. But my favorite part about this,
is when
it's compact. You can make it tiny, and it can fit into your bag. You hold both sides where these like gray buttons are, and you push them at the same time, and you squeeze it down. You see these buttons? Yeah, hold them both down at the same time.
I did it earlier, but I don't know why it's not happening.
And then
I know what happens, but
yeah,
but it's so cute. Like
it's so cute. It turns like so short and little. But guys, I went up to Christy, and TXT came to DC for the first time ever, so I went up to her.
Yeah, I live in the DMV, so this is the first time I went to a K-pop concert in this area ever. They weirdly never, I mean, not never, they're obviously having groups, but the groups that I follow, this is the first one that came up here.
It's kind of funny too. Well, my first one was with 17 last year. They came to Capital One Arena. That was my first experience at that venue. But it's funny because if you know us, if you follow our channel, you're probably used to us being like, last year was pretty much like concert year for us. And after the 80s concert, we said, okay, girl, like no more concerts. We're good. We like pretty much saw everyone we need to see. Yeah. And if you guys remember, we saw TXT for the first time last year. This is our second concert with TXT. But then we found out they're coming to DC, and we go, okay, we have to see them again.
Yeah,
we saw them in New York last year.
I'm trying to charge something. That's why I've been like...
Oh, yeah. No. I'm just saying that we saw them in New York last year, and we saw them so close, and we were so happy, and we were like... We were pretty much barricade last New York concert.
Yeah,
and
we
then
have a concert recap of last year.
Yeah, it's already uploaded.
Yeah, it was in July. So last year was crazy, but this year was a whole different experience. It was so
completely different.
Yeah, and even though we were barricade, we didn't get to see Soundcheck last year because we were gifted these tickets. But we got to see Soundcheck. Like I don't know
this
where
was
to
our
start.
first.
I wrote notes.
Yeah,
today.
this was our first VIP Soundcheck experience with TXT. Yeah. So oh my god, that was the best thing ever.
Yeah. I didn't take a picture, but
you want to show our
back?
phones?
This is what my phone looked like.
Yeah, let's show our phones.
So the only photo card right now that I have of Temptation is this Bumgyu one.
Cute.
This is what my phone looked like, and of course, you guys know Mike Bean over here, and then I have another sticker of the same outfit, so I put Subin here.
That's
and then
cute.
I put little eucalyptus stickers.
The eucalyptus leaves.
Well, I've had these. These were gifts. It says Subin and TXT, and then these were freebies.
The freebies. I put my freebies on my phone too, and then I got the freebie Yeonjun sticker and put it on
girl,
here.
We both have this.
we both pulled these were freebies, y'all, and there's like an Etsy shop owner who gave out freebies from her shop, and she gave us like random ones. I got a Pingy. I got
Kai, and then I got Yeonjun, and then of course this was our lanyard.
Oh, and then the iconic Subin Temptation Lullaby. Perfect.
Yes. Oh, I really love
cute.
that. Again, let me see what I wrote in my notebook.
Look at this.
Oh, I wrote first time in DC.
Oh my god, so cute, so cute.
First time in DC, and then it says Silvia came to my house. Oh, okay. They're probably uploaded by now, right? In this moment, it's not yet.
I was just about to say that.
Took a bunch of photos in Sylvia took a bunch in this wooded area at home, and then when she came up here, right before we went,
she's talking about photos. We took a lot of
photos
with our outfits,
and so those are the photos that we uploaded with our outfit. So they turned out really well.
They should be posted to our Instagram and Twitter right now. We did the daydream concept, which is why what you see on our heads right now is what we wore to the concert with feathers. We went for the little forest fairy look, and it turned out so cute.
How you uploaded your eyelash? Mine were like fine and clean, so I wore them again. They have like little tips of blue. Look.
She's wearing the eyelashes from the concert. I had to completely throw mine out. Yeah, mine fell off. No,
mine were fine, and I mean, if I get pink eye or something, then.
Oh god. Oh, and before we even like jump into like the concert experience, and we both said this, Christy and I were both saying this about like every concert is different. Obviously, every group has a different vibe, but this one by far was like the most emotional like concert experience we have ever gone through, as far as like really like heart touching, and just like be prepared for the feels when you watch our concert vlog and when we're talking about like our experience. It's just like it was very like it was a in your feels type of experience. So yeah, that was the vibe of this one.
This concert was definitely and I don't know why, but I wasn't really expecting it, but I don't know, maybe because the venue was so big this time, and then and then the set, just everything about it is just so magical, and they obviously try to portray that kind of concept or image or whatever. So they did it so well, and I think it really got to us. And
I know, really, because also
we were pretty close again. So.
Yeah, because Sugar Rush Ride is in a forest, and like it's so pretty because when you see the stage, it's like a giant tree, and it's just like right in the middle of the background is just so pretty. You feel like you're in a magical land with them, which their whole concept is like magic and stuff. So it's so cute. Yeah, it's so pretty. Magic. The aesthetics are just like fairy tale. They did a good job with that.
We always talk about how I guess the concept really speaks to us. So because with PAKCST, like I have these fairy lights, like we love this the cottage core stuff.
Cottage core, that's my dreamland.
Really, and we really love the fairy tale kind of aesthetic, and with the star and moon type of thing that we love. It's just our aesthetic. So I don't know. Yes. If we had a concert, we would probably make it sparkly like the way that they
like definitely a lot of fairy lights and like cute little sparkles everywhere.
It's so cute.
We should kind of start from the beginning, like
we should. I was gonna say
we got into the venue, because this was such a like I feel like this was the perfect getaway both of us needed, because we haven't been together in a long time just to enjoy something. Like basically this whole, I mean, a lot of just we had a lot of family things happening at the beginning of this year, but this was it was really nice just kind of getting away. It kind of like the song Runaway, but like getting away for a second and like really just because every time because me Rose, our whole family we've been together since pretty much February of this year, but it was constantly for like family support and like taking care of things at home. But this week or last week that just passed by was the first time Christy and I got together again, just to like completely relax and have fun, like that type of vibe.
And I think even up until we sat down in our seats, I think that
Yeah.
was when I started to
Like
well,
it hit
obviously
you.
it's because part of it was like the line. We'll get to like all that
Oh
stuff
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
But until then, it's not that we weren't excited for the concert. Of course, we were excited to see
Yeah,
TXT,
yeah.
but I think because we were such in like a not good headspace the past few
Yeah.
months that we were out of it.
Yeah.
Like we were very just buried in like not constant negativity, but just
Yeah.
being like, oh man, like life really sucks right now, like that kind
Yeah.
of attitude. And we weren't trying to be. We were all trying to help each other, but like
I
Sylvia
think we
said,
were
we
just
weren't
like, yeah,
together
like
for fun.
really exhausted kind of, but
Yeah,
like it was
exhausted.
we're just in like a like we were just this whole year we
Mhm.
were just kind of like in a loop of just, taking care of things that like personal things and you know.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then and then it was weird because I think the day of when you were coming up, I think it looked pretty cloudy outside. And then
Yeah.
the next day, and then even the next day, the sun came out, and then I was
Yeah.
like, "This is
Oh,
perfect to take our photos."
so
So I don't
cute.
know. In that moment, I don't know. I don't know. It just seemed like everything was like, okay, you can relax now,
Yeah.
just have fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I
I don't
actually
know.
went. I traveled to Christy on a train to like the day before the concert, so on the
Oh my
15th. So
God, it's
when
weird. I mean,
I got to
that's
Christy at
amazing.
night. Oh, by the way, we
Oh
finally
shit,
tried the
sorry.
new Shake Shack veggie burger, the veggie patty. It's so good. She had it ready for me. By the time
Yeah,
I
I went
got
to go buy
there,
it before.
so
Yeah.
the night before the concert, we tried the Shake Shack burger, and it was so
Very
good.
good. You know how
Yeah,
most fast food places, yeah, this is a
it's like their
tangent,
own
but you know how like
patty.
most fast food places use either Impossible or Beyond meat.
Yeah,
They created their own
their
veggie patty,
own.
and when you bit into it, you were like, "Is this real meat?"
Yeah,
Because it
it's
was
really good.
so good. And guess what, girl?
What?
That one was real meat burger that you ate.
Oh, thank you. I could see the actual guts. I'm gonna scream. That would be like the cruelest thing you could do to somebody.
No, that's really mean. That's really mean. No, because when you said that, because that's happened to us before when we went to go eat somewhere and we order like the veggie plant-based option. And I remember one time you did bite into chicken instead
Oh,
of the
that was at
tofu.
Yard House. I
That
actually
was
got a
your
chicken,
house.
like real chicken, and
There,
Jeff and I both bit into it, and we go, "Oh,
yeah.
this tastes like real." And I was like, "This is not
Yeah, so it's happened before.
vegan chicken or veggie chicken."
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, but
Anyway.
I just to say it was nice because I mean it'd be nice. It would have been nice to go a little bit earlier. But I
Yeah.
went to Christy's place like the night before, and it
The
was
night before, yeah.
yeah,
So anyway, so fast forward to the next morning,
yeah,
and then oh my gosh, I just have to say this because you were the one traveling up to me
yeah,
that night. I mean, we have everything prepared at my house when for you to come here,
yeah.
and then we had a whole case of high noons,
Oh,
and not just because we drink together, but
yeah,
just to
yeah, yeah,
relax,
yeah,
and then like.
yeah.
We had high noons. I had Shake Shack. I had her bed ready and everything. And but then Sylvia
Hey, I
was
didn't have a single
so
high noon.
tired that she
Yeah,
just immediately after she showered and we ate, she passed out. And
yeah.
as like and honestly, as her sister, I was like,
Yeah, I was
oh, I
so
was like,
tired.
this
I
girl's
didn't
so
realize how
tired.
tired I was until I got off the train. And like
Yeah,
no, until
and
I got to your place and I was done eating. I was
yeah,
so super
and
tired.
for me, yeah,
Yeah.
and for me, obviously had been going back and forth to help out too, but Sylvia, she is the one that lives like
Yeah.
so, like there with our
Yeah.
parents. So
Yeah.
she's the one that is constantly looking over them,
Yeah.
because physically like the distance. And
Hmm.
then so for me, I'm like this girl doesn't have a break. And the first thing that Rose said, oh my God, luckily Rose,
Oh
she
yeah,
also flew
yeah.
back to help
I
out.
wanted to mention
So
that.
yeah,
Hmm.
she also flew back to
Hmm.
help out, and then she was helping our parents
So while I
while
was
Sylvia
gone,
was
Rose
up
was like
here.
taking my place. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when it was just me talking to Rose about it, Rose said the first thing she said was, "Oh my gosh, yes, Sylvia needs a break. I'm so glad she's going to the concert." Girl,
Ew,
that's
I'm gonna
literally the first
cry.
thing she said to me.
Stop. I remember
Yeah,
you telling me that. I'm gonna
yeah, yeah.
cry.
So
Yeah, because I mean, Rosé's still here, by the way. Rosé's like reading in the living room right now as we're speaking.
Yeah.
But she's gonna be here for the next like 3 days, and then she goes
Oh
back.
my gosh, it's already only 3 days.
So basically it's been like Christy's been here for a couple weeks, then Rosé, and then back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, and then for the first time I got to go away and have a getaway and run away with TXT, which was perfect. I'm gonna cry again. I kept like throughout the whole concert too. I kept like having these like there was just a rock. Oh, I want to be a rock. But I kept having like I kept choking up throughout the whole thing. I feel like that feeling again. But anyway, yeah. Oh no, why can't I hear you suddenly? I suddenly can't hear you. Oh my gosh. Why can't I hear you out of nowhere? I don't understand.
This is cut up, but we had a little bit of technical difficulty again. But
we always do.
Yeah, but it's okay. What I was saying was, let's just get into the day. So the next day,
I'm putting this good luck thing on my head now because I'm like...
the next day. So we wake up
concert
really
day,
early.
D-Day.
Concert day. So Silvia already like by the time I woke up, she already took a shower. She had those little the little eye patch thingies, and then so we were getting ready.
Puffy patch.
Deep puffy patch, and it was a very relaxing morning. And then by the time we got ready, I won't shut up about our photos because I'm really excited about our photos. Again, they're up
things
already. Because the day was just so beautiful. And anyway, but the funny part was that we found like like the green tree area and with all the vines and stuff. But then there's this one part that was really funny. Jeff was actually he was the one helping us take the pictures.
He was taking our group photos.
Good. Yeah, so the group photos, he was our photographer for the group photos. And then at this one point, me and Silvia were in between like this pine tree. And then the pollen started late this year. It started blooming really late, especially where I am.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I guess like either you or me accidentally shook one of the branches as we were moving through it. I think that was
me, yeah.
Was it you?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, while we're in the branches, the pollen goes...
It went... It like poofed.
We were like, and then we're like, oh shit. And then for some reason though, I was pretty okay, but you started like sniffling, and then we're like, oh great. And that was the start of our photo shoot.
Yeah, but remember later, like I actually wasn't really like that sneezy with the pollen, and I realized. Well, anyway, aside from that, I just wanted to say with the photo shoot, because before any of our concerts, we always take pictures because we always plan our cute outfits. But Rosé actually took all of my forest daydream photos for me. And so I actually prepared my photos 2 days in advance before I left town. So I had all of my forest photos ready, and Rosé took like 200 to 300 photos of me, and it's so sweet. So all the photos you see of me individually are all taken by Rosé. And so when I showed Christy, like, so then we were like, we need pictures of Christy. So when I showed Christy that, we're all like, okay, let's get our photos ready. And so we went location scouting.
Well, that location is really nice where you live. And so I saw your pictures. I was like, oh, I really wish I was able to take pictures there, because that was the perfect location. Like, I mean, we have really good photos when you came up with me too. But just
the vibe, the forest vibe with the ivy everywhere. I was like, I need to take pictures there. But they turned out nice. So, check out our Instagrams. It's going to be up there.
But because, please check out our Instagrams and stuff. But because we weren't at a hotel and in the ugly Newark area, we were able to take these pictures.
Yeah, we say that because every concert we go, it's like in Prudential Center, but this was the first time like we didn't go to Prudential.
Yeah. And even when you were up here for 17, we were in like a downtown city area.
Oh,
so
yeah,
there was no way. But anyway, it was just perfect. It was
so cute. We're really excited for our pictures.
Yeah. So then after our pictures, we took the metro to DC.
And another thing, it was nice too, because like this was the first time we didn't have to rent a hotel or like go to a hotel. So since it was Christy's place,
the night before, Silvia or I call Silvia or something, and then she's like,
I was like packing.
Are you still gonna bring your little travel shampoos and whatever? And I was like, no, because
I forgot. I totally thought we were going to a hotel.
Really,
I was preparing for all that, but we didn't need it.
So anyway, there's nothing else, right? So then we get to, everything was was pretty smooth. Like we get to
it was a nice day.
On
We
the
got
metro.
ready.
Yeah, and the
we
metro
took
was
pictures,
nice
we
and like
ate,
it was a random weekday, middle of the day. So then there was nobody on the metro. And then do you remember this girl on the metro? Because we had vines. We had the vines everywhere.
Oh my god, we were wearing our
and then
vines.
we had our whole outfits like
the
this.
metro.
Yeah, and then this girl sits behind us and she's like, "You guys look so cute, by the way."
She was like, "I know you were told this 100 times already." We were like, "No, because you're the first person to see us like this."
Yeah.
That was
And
so sweet.
and I think just because we were so decked out in like the vines and stuff, so many people came up to us and they were like, because everyone knows this was like TXT
Daydream, Sugar Rush.
Daydream. Yeah, but it was so cute.
I loved her outfit so much.
I know. Yeah. And we both were, I mean, obviously, because we think pretty much the same, we both texted each other almost the same time. We're like,
literally the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really, this is the first time I think we didn't really plan it.
Yeah. We knew, like, if anything, we were like, well, I mean, I kept saying this, but I didn't know if we were going to do it, but Angel or Devil, one of us be Angel, one of us be Devil. Oh, we did
keep saying that.
And it's perfect because it's the two of us, so it could have been Devil Horns and a Halo and then Angel Wings or whatever, but we decided to go more for the
one idea that you had, you were just gonna get a box like a poster and then you were gonna be the devil by the window.
I was literally gonna cut out a poster.
Would it be if you were the devil and I was the window? And then it's like,
I was gonna pop out from your shoulder.
You know what? Because we were so close to the stage,
girl, don't lie. You know, you would have made me the window, and you would have been the devil. I have to stand like this, and I would have been the window.
I'm not holding that fucking window.
But so realistically, I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I cut out up from poster board and put a square and put my like devil face and be like.
Yeah.
Oh, and this time we also didn't make posters for the first time because we're like, we're not gonna carry anything. The whole point of this concert,
Sorry. I'm like.
But we're like, the whole point of like us not making posters this time around was so that we could go without having our hands full and just like have our MOA bongs, have our bags prepared, and then go to the concert and enjoy without like, because during concerts with our poster, it's really like inconvenient to have a poster and trying to lift it up or whatever. So we're like, we're not doing that this time.
Yeah, we only are going to make posters if we get barricade for any other concert.
Yeah, like front row.
Only reason why we're going to make posters anymore, because every time we made such cute posters, didn't matter. Like we took cute pictures.
Yeah. And I know there are times where they like spot people in the crowd, but we're like, that never happens to us anyway. Who cares? Like I like couldn't care less about that.
Yeah. It did happen last year for TXT. They did see us.
They did see us, and we didn't even know we were gonna be that close. But that's when we were on our concert high.
It's always when we're not prepared. I
love my friends so much.
I know, me too, girl. I know. You know, the other day Jeff was playing with, like, he picked up my phone and he was like, "Why do you have
so much stuff just dangling? Your dongles are full now."
They're very full. And I have two sides for dongles.
Oh, girl. Okay, so before we get sidetracked again, we should say we decided to leave. We wanted, since we had VIP Soundcheck, we left. We wanted to leave around 12:30 in the afternoon, so that
we actually did pretty good.
Yeah, because we wanted to check out VIP merch, because since we're VIP, you can go to the merch line early, and we want to check in early for VIP line and Soundcheck. So we got there around like 1:30, right? We got to the actual DC at 1:30.
Yeah. Between 1:30 and 2 is when we got there. Yeah. And my whole mission, obviously, was to get a
MOA bong. Yeah. Okay? We're like, we're getting you a MOA bong. We need you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Silvia was like, we gotta get it.
Yeah.
And luckily, we got there early enough where, well, I did hear this. A lot of MOAs on Twitter were saying that at every location so far, they had 1 million of these, so they never ran out.
Oh my god.
Just a side note.
Nice.
I went to MooMoo's concert. A couple of days ago, they ran out of MooMoo.
Really? Like, girl, you know what also broke my heart? This is like just an aside. Jeff, I should have brought my Moo, is it called a Moo Bong? Moo Stick? I should have brought it for you, because I actually have one, and I could. Jeff, girl, it completely slipped out of my mind, but it was, I was gifted one from Brian. And I swear, obviously, I would have brought it up, but anyway, I was like, oh my gosh, I just realized I have one.
We went to go get another one. Well, actually, so Jeff was trying to buy it for his friend. That's a big MooMoo.
Oh, that's cute.
He was trying to buy it for his friend, But if we had two, that Jeff would have definitely taken the other one too.
Yeah, I feel that.
But anyway,
that
recap also, if you happen to be a Moo also, that recap is coming. I'm gonna do it with Jeff. But anyway,
so cute.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I did get one, and it was good that we went early to the pre-merch line because everyone was trying to get merch. In between like Soundcheck and everything. So everyone was trying to get merch.
Yeah. Anyway. And we wanted to get the little our goal was to get the Sweet Mirage hat and to get the little
hat, the black hat,
the light stick cover with the little heads on it, but then they got sold out. And so our mission, we were like, okay, we want the hat. But once we got in, they sold out of the hats. And so we were like, okay, what should we get then? And I saw these shirts that we're wearing. And we forgot to show you guys. And I go, girl, maybe we should just get the white ones right there. They're cute. Look at the hologram. So we chose this one just out of the limb. We didn't look at any concert clips, by the way. Yeah.
By the way, I just wanted to show, like you pointed this out when we first got it. It's really nice.
Yeah, and it's
like it has a little tag. This shirt is made in Korea. Like, it has a little TXT. I love this shirt.
Yeah, it's so cute.
But you were gonna say.
And it just so happened that TXT, this is what I was gonna say, they wear this at the end of the concert. They don't even wear like the hats or the other t-shirts. So we chose the perfect ones.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they probably switch the merch.
Yeah, they probably do. But the one that we were at, they were wearing the white ones, and we're like, as soon as I saw them come out towards the end of the show with these shirts on, I almost started bawling. I was like, we had the perfect merch. Like we bought the perfect merch for this concert.
It's really good quality too.
I know, I love it.
It's really good quality.
So cute. I love this one.
They should pay us to like. They should sponsor us.
Where I go, you'll get home.
Okay, so then when we're at the venue, so we got our merch, and then as soon as we get there, there were MOAs obviously there were MOAs everywhere, handing out. If you can, I don't know if you can actually see, but these little MOA, you know, the little map thingy, the freebies. We got a lot of freebies.
Oh wait, girl. Wait, were you gonna say something about that?
No, I was just gonna point out that we got these little thingies.
Oh, but before we went into the merch line, the first thing we did immediately was check in for VIP. We did our check-in first, and then because when you check in, that's when you get your VIP merch. And so, like, okay, this was the dilemma I was having, and Christy had in a 5x7 bag.
Yeah, girl.
Capital One Arena's bag policy is no bag policy, or you can bring in a 5x7 bag or clutch, and that's like this big. It's kind of small. And so I didn't even think twice about it because my last Capital One Arena experience with 17, I brought in the clear TXT bag, you know, the lovesick one. So I prepared that. And then when I was looking through Twitter and that morning we were getting ready, I was like, oh wait, I feel like they might be more strict this time. I don't know why. So I decided, hey, I even packed, I unpacked the clear TXT baggie, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm afraid that they won't let me in, and I don't want to like deal with a locker. So instead of risking it, I'm just not gonna bring a bag, and I just brought my MOA light stick bag instead. You know, the MOA bongs come with like the white little drawstring baggie, so I packed my like everything in there. And we were meeting up with Gigi too, so I packed a little gift baggie. Like we both packed little gift bags for her.
Yeah, we're rule followers.
Yeah, we are rule followers.
We are seriously rule followers because we don't want to, mess anything up.
Yeah, and I didn't want it to be inconvenience, and like the whole point of not bringing posters was I didn't want to carry so many things. So then we got to by the time we got there, or like when I was preparing to leave to go to the venue, remember I kept saying, well, girl, we saw pictures on Twitter that the VIP merch, it was this big clear bag, and we were so excited. Yeah, we're like, either way, even we're like, even if I don't, we're like, even if we don't, if I don't bring a bag, I can just bring in all like my wallet, my phone, and then once we check in and get our VIP merch, I can put all my belongings inside. So we check in, and then instead they give us this bag, Ziploc bag with this poster, a giant Ziploc bag with a poster, and we check in and we're like, girl, how come, like,
as soon as we get there, we look at each other like, they're not giving it out in DC. They're not giving out the VIP merch in DC. We literally get this.
They gave us this.
Literally get this. And by the way, that cardboard smells weird.
And so we didn't even get the lanyards inside of this. It was just this Ziploc bag with poster. That. So then we're holding this, like, clenching onto this bag, and we're like, are you kidding?
And then Silvia doesn't even have a bag at this point. She just has her little, like, MOA bong bag. And she was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. And then we weren't sure because we were there so early. There were a lot of other people with bags.
Everyone was holding the bags.
because we had trauma from a concert, an ATs concert, our first ATs concert, and they didn't let us take in our bag. But now they are getting more lenient as long as you have a small bag or whatever. But anyway, so then we're like, wow, DC's really not getting the merch. And then I can hear other MOAs having this conversation. They're like, what? But then we actually ran into a viewer.
Yeah, a viewer, yes.
And then while we were just kind of talking to her, and then we were talking about the VIP merch.
Yeah.
And then other people in line with us, they were saying, oh, but because of Capital One's policy, they're gonna give us the merch inside
the VIP merch
security. Yeah. So obviously we got it, and they handed it out after we got it.
I was like relieved once we found out we're getting the bags inside, because I was like and by the way, when we did go inside, I was able to sneak in my like little gift baggie. I had a whole little gift baggie, and I just folded it up. And
the way that they did security, I mean, every venue is different. So if you're going somewhere else, like every venue is different. But we walked in, and then because you had no, like, I guess, metal stuff with you, because you didn't have a bag or anything. You just walked through, and then because I had a bag, I had to put it to the side and walk through. But it was really easy. And then,
like walking through the security, the ding ding.
The security check. And then, but it was so funny. The staff inside were really, really nice. The people outside were kind of crazy. We'll get to that. But like when we were inside, because I had my vine wrapped all around my brown purse to make it look like, like a tree. I had to take it off, and the guy, he was so funny. He was like, oh damn. He was like, you got to take off your whole outfit. And I was like, no. I was like, I'm just trying to get my vine off. And the guy was so cute. He was like laughing. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and girl,
was so bad for me, because I was like,
yeah, we were wrapped around the vines, and before we went in, a security guard, we were passing by the security guard, and we hear him go, oh, Mother Earth. And we're like, oh my God, we look like Mother Earth. We look like...
Because he has no idea what's going on. So he's looking at these outfits. He's like, damn, people like be dressing up for this show. And he goes, Mother Earth.
And we're like, oh my God. Like, I don't want to be called Mother Earth.
While we were in line, we were waiting in line for a while, by the way. It had to be at least an hour, right?
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. But they were random, especially like the older dudes that have no idea what's going on, just working in DC, walking by Capital One Arena.
Yeah.
I saw like multiple guys just walking by with their phones being like,
they were recording the whole line. Someone even came up to us and they're like, what time does this show start? And we're like 7. And he was like,
yeah, he was some guy. And he was like, y'all, because it was like 2 p.m. or something at that point.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the heck?
And he didn't even realize, and we're like, we're for VIP, okay?
Yeah. Because the Capital One Arena, it's in the straight up middle of like, it's in Chinatown in DC.
Yeah.
So it's a very busy, like
right in the middle of the city
busy area. Yeah, it's in the middle. Like
people are like going to work, getting lunch. There's just a bunch of MOAs.
Like there's a bunch of like cafes, food places. There's everything there. So it's very different from like the Prudential Center in Newark, where it's kind of, that area is kind of centered around the Prudential Center. And there's hotels and like small, like there are businesses, obviously. But this is in the heart of DC.
Yeah. That was funny. Like you pop out of the metro and it's like you're in the middle of the city.
Yeah. There's even a museum right next to the Capital Arena.
Yeah. Oh, but before we got into, remember, like I was saying, I jinxed it. I really shouldn't have said anything. It was like sunny day. It was nice. Everything was going smoothly and organized.
This is before we started waiting in line. So we went a little bit.
This was like around merch time where I go, oh girl, we're like getting our merch, and I was all happy. And I was like, girl. I
was happy too. I was really happy at that point.
Yeah, I was in such a good mood, and I was like, "Oh my God, girl, everything's going so smoothly." And then Christy shoots me a look, and she goes,
"Oh yeah."
She was like, "Don't say that yet." She was like, "Don't say that yet. We're not even inside." And then I'll go, and then I got so scared. And guess what? The moment I said that, it's lightly starts sprinkling on our heads. Like it literally started.
And then
she felt like a raindrop on her head.
Yeah, so it was like, I felt a raindrop.
And I was like, oh fuck.
At that point, we weren't panicked. There was no panic.
Yeah.
But it started getting really like hectic
because at first they lined up people. Remember? Yeah.
Yeah, so we were like, okay, so, oh wow, Capital One Arena, they're doing well.
Yeah.
They're lining up people, and because of your experience at 17, it was more organized.
Yeah, it was organized then. We'll bet more.
people, and then as more and more MOAs started showing up, I think they didn't realize how many VIPs were, because I think there were more VIPs for TXT than there were for 17, right?
Because they filled up the sections on the side instead of just the floor.
So for VIP for TXT, there was not just the floor, but the half of the 100 level also got VIP.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then everyone started kind of swarming the area where we would be going in for the VIP line, and then it started getting crazy. They tried to get people to stand across the street from where the door was. The intersection, like you had to cross the intersection because there were a bunch of MOAs on that side, and we were like, why are they over there? But then the lady was like, y'all have to go over there, that's the front of the line, blah blah blah.
This like lady who was working for the Capital One Arena, we're like, what is she talking about?
So then we started walking across the street. She looks at me and then she goes, I was holding my box, my MOA bomb.
Her MOA bomb.
And she obviously doesn't know what was going on, and she didn't know I just bought this for merch.
Yeah.
And she was like, "You're not going to be able to bring your box in there." Yeah. And she had such an attitude, and I was like, I bought this. This is merch. Like
she was like, "You're gonna have to put it in a locker." Then she started yelling at us because of our ivy, and she kept telling us we have to take it off. Yeah. We're like, "This is our outfit."
I don't know if you remember, but like I had to march in front of all the MOAs because she was like, "Come here,
girl." We were both. She was like, young ladies," and she pointed at us.
Come here.
Yeah.
And so we were walking, and everyone. It was like a show. Everyone was just watching us. And
in the middle of the street.
I'm like, okay. And she's like, I don't know if you're gonna be able to take your vines in there. And
and we're like, it was so stupid. Everyone was watching us as she was yelling at us, and then
I think they felt bad. And then there was and then this one MOA looked at me because I was holding my box. I had vines. She goes, well, if you throw away your box, remember to take out everything inside.
I know,
because it had like
photo cards and stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, that was like.
But then as she kept telling us like you have to take your vines off, I kept looking at Christy and I was like, oh my god, like no, don't listen to her, because like we learn, and guys, trust us, when we've been to a lot of concerts, the people who are trying to organize the lines, they don't know what the hell the real rules are. So like the people like checking your bags and stuff, they are like, they never have like communication with the people outside trying to like manage all the fans and stuff. So don't listen to the people. Most of the time the people yelling at you and like trying to like, they're on this like power horse, they just want to yell for no reason. So I was like, I'm not taking my vines off, I'm not getting a locker.
And also I do think they have no idea what's going on.
They don't.
But also the way that they're yelling, because they don't know what's going on the inside, they're just like, we have to keep crowd control. So they're just screaming their heads
they're
off.
just screaming at everybody, and we're like, you don't know what's happening, and there's no order.
And I was like, well, this is part of our outfit. And then we saw other people with flowers and vines too.
This girl was holding a whole flower of bouquet, like a flower bouquet.
Last time, girl, we keep going back to your 17 concert because it was the same place, but you had like giant sunflowers.
Yeah, I stuffed them in my pants, giant sunflower things, and I was like, girl, we can get in, this is fine. But anyway, that was the whole fiasco at the beginning. And then once we started crowding over, we remember we were all squished and we couldn't move for like a good like 5 to 10 minutes, and we were just stuck because they started lighting us up.
5 to 10 minutes. That was at least 15 to
15, right? Yeah, and then like we kept feeling sprinkles on our head. We're like, are we gonna get squished?
We're starting to panic. Yeah, and then the line started moving. Then they we'll get to the concert, but they separated out the lines. This was just so it's always hectic. This is the part of the concert that we hate. But I feel like if you guys haven't been able to go, just be prepared that sometimes, every time, it is very hectic outside, and nobody knows where to go.
And no matter how many concerts you go to, every time is a new experience, because there's always new workers and always new rules. Hey, new rules.
Yeah. New rules. And then anyway, so then we were waiting in line for like an hour and the only good part about this is like looking at the different outfits was fun. Like that is so fun about concerts. And then we got cute freebies and the freebies. And then I guess that's all that happened, right? And then we just got in. We talked about security.
And then we got in.
We had plenty of time though, so we used the bathroom. We got water.
Well, by the time we got in, it was like 4:30 or 4. No, it was like 4:15ish.
Huh?
Once we got into the venue, and then we were lining up to get water before the sound check happened, and then suddenly all the staff members were like, hurry up, you gotta go in, like you can get merch and get stuff later. And then so it was sound check time, and that's when like, oh my god,
okay, so then it's sound check time. At 4:30 we go in,
our first TXT sound check.
First TXT sound check. And they did 3 songs. They did 3
Yeah,
songs.
but girl,
And
remember the moment we got to our seats? We're like, oh my God.
oh yes,
This was the, like, we were going down the rows to get to our section, and
we
we
were
were
in the 100
section
section.
G, section 112,
Section
row G.
112,
Row G. And
And
that,
so row
yeah,
G doesn't seem very close.
on the map.
And
It doesn't seem
when you
like
were
it.
buying the and when
Mhm.
you were buying the ticket, because
Mhm.
you were the one that got the tickets,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
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 When you were buying it, it
Mhm.
seemed like kind of the same area where we were for Stray Kids, which was in the
Yeah.
hundreds. It was
But like kind
towards
of
the
in the
back of the
middle
hundreds.
back, the middle
Middle
back it
back.
seemed
Yeah,
like,
middle
yeah.
back.
But it
Yeah.
was way closer than we thought, and we were like, holy shit. It was like to the point where we're like eye level, like, you know, like a little further back, but just like we can see everything clearly. And the best part about our seats was that the screen, you know, sometimes when you're trying to look up at the screen, there's people blocking you. We had
Yeah.
aisle seats, so no one was in our way.
I
No
didn't even
heads.
realize we had aisle.
Yeah,
I
I
had
think
no idea.
that's the first time ever that I experienced no one's head blocking my view, and that's a huge thing. Like, if you guys can get
It is a
aisle
huge-
seats, get aisle seats. It's worth
aisle
it.
seats
Yeah.
are worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyway, so we sit there, and I don't know how many times me and Sylvia go, "Oh my God, we're so close.
I
We're so close."
know.
Because we were on the edge, but we were at an angled edge where, like, when they come over, they're directly looking at us.
Yes, in
They're
the corner.
directly
Oh my God.
looking at us,
Mhm.
and pretty close.
Oh,
Like
it's
what?
so
Would you say, like, maybe 30 feet away?
Yeah,
30,
like
something
30, 40
Yeah.
feet away from
Yeah,
where
around,
we were.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was really close. You
Oh
can
my
see
God.
them clearly.
And yeah,
Anyway,
that was crazy, and it was so
but then they
beautiful.
came out, the soundcheck, yeah.
Girl, okay,
Was
but the first thing, like before, like as we were all waiting for soundcheck, by the way, they're very strict because they were like
Oh,
all
yes.
the staff members were like no recording, no photos, and they were like, I think there were at least 3 or 4 staff members just in our section, just like watching us from the back, the
Yeah,
front, the
every
side.
section had people like
Uh-huh. They're like, put your
like
phones away, put your phones away. So we're like, I'm not gonna risk it because you'll get kicked out
even
if they find
before
you
soundcheck, they were screaming at us to put our phones away.
Yeah. And so anyway, we're waiting. And then the first thing I hear, well, everyone hears, is
Yeah.
blah! And it was Yeonjun.
It was Yeonjun, yeah.
Before
it was
they even
Yeonjun.
popped up on the microphone, the first thing we hear is blah!
And then before we got in there, we Yeonjun posted from his
Oh,
hotel room
on
in
Instagram.
DC, on Instagram.
He was
and
wearing
looked
his
so
outfit.
good. He
Girl.
looked so good. Yeah, he was wearing that outfit.
That
that he
same
was gonna,
that blue outfit, but then he wore glasses and a beanie during
He was
soundcheck.
wearing a
Girl,
beanie.
oh my God,
They look
I'm
so good.
passed out.
I love how they like always
Oh my God.
color coordinate. You know, they look
Yes.
so good. They were all wearing kind of like blues and blacks.
Yeah.
And
And Terry's
stuff.
hair was like silver blue.
Yeah,
Terry
silver
looks
blue.
so
Terry looked
good.
They all look so
And
good.
Bummy was
Yeah.
Bummy Bear, and then Subin had his dimple out all the time because it's on his glued to his face, and with his black hair, and it was so cute. And then
Oh my gosh,
Kai,
Subin looks so good.
Kai, like,
His
giant penguin.
Subin's shirt was like a collared shirt, and it was
Yeah.
like kind of like lower.
Oh my God,
But they did 3 songs. I forget what songs they
they
did.
started with Sugar Rush. Oh my God.
Like a
Oh, and okay, so when the sound check started, by the way, this was so surreal because like it was so nice, and this was our first time having sound check like in a section like that, not on the floor or anything. But it was so nice because no one could have their cell phones out. They got to look in everyone's eyes. So I mean I know for them they must have loved their sound check
Soundcheck.
experience because they don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
stare
all
at
it is.
the back of phones. You know, obviously
'cause
for us
the
we
rest
want to
of the time
record.
you're just like
Right, but like they looked like they were having so much fun, and like as I was looking around the arena, like the moment they came out, like I immediately I think that's when it really hit me, and I
that's
felt
when it hit you. Yeah.
I felt like my whole chest got like I was choking up, and I could feel myself like about to start sobbing at the moment they came out because like it just hit me. I was like, I'm here, and that's when I truly felt like,
I
oh
can't
my
believe
God.
I actually
Yeah.
there was a moment in
Yeah.
time a few
Yeah.
months ago when
Yeah.
we were thinking like, okay, so we have to sell our TXT tickets.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
yeah, we yeah.
Mhm.
So and
Yeah.
and during the concert, I
We
think
thought we wouldn't be able
most-
to go to the concert.
all of
Yeah.
that went through my head
Mhm.
too, and I think that's another reason why it was so emotional.
Yeah. Ew, I'm gonna cry
but anyway,
again. Oh, I
did
can't.
did they do why do I keep forgetting what songs they did?
I know the second song. What did they? Why do I keep forgetting that one?
Was it New
Did they
Rules?
do? Did they do New Rules or did they do Balance Game? Wait,
Oh,
no, I'm
wait.
confused.
wait,
don't
what was the
remember.
last one?
The last one they did.
I don't remember.
No.
I
It was
did
in my head.
remember.
No, the last one they did. Wait. So they did Sugar Rush. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm having a brain
I know.
Remember Terry took his jacket off?
At the end? I remember that. Bro, he literally, he does it so casually too.
Wait, let me
he was
look
walking
this
on
up.
the extended stage. He was walking across the extended stage. All of a sudden, he's just like,
we're
like, what the fuck, Terry?
I'm gonna scream. Wait, hold on. So he
so
did,
cute.
hold on. They did.
Oh, you're looking it up.
I know they.
Yeah, but oh my god, but Soundcheck was so
they
fun.
looked so good.
And you know, and it was so cute because they were like, they literally were checking their in-ears, and they were like, okay, we're gonna check
like,
now.
put it
and
up.
then was it who was it? No, it was Taeyeon. Taeyeon was like, he was like, oh, I need the members' voices up more.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Terry.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like, and then I think Bumgyu, I forget exactly what he said, but I think he said was he the one that was like, oh no, I'm good or something?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh, they did no rules and then loser lover. They did. Oh my god, how could we forget? Oh my god. Okay, so obviously, like, oh my god, and there was one point in Soundcheck during no rules when they were going like this. Kai was in the corner and he was like he was dancing so hard. We had Kai's corner, by the way.
Yes,
we had Kai's corner.
Kai's corner.
I was like freaking out because he kept like going in the corner and like dancing all hard, and then Bumgyu was the opposite corner, and then Yeonjun was the main, and then Subin was kind of working like the leftish top.
Sadly,
side,
I think I just got spoiled at last year's concert. Yeah. But sadly, Subin like didn't really come to our side that much.
Yeah, he was more on the other side.
He did come over. Yeah, but like mostly the other side was his side, but we got a lot of Huening Kai. Like, Huening Kai. Yeah.
And during Soundcheck is where you could really see them interacting the most because Subin, he was looking, anyone who had a poster, they pointed you out. And then I'll never forget this moment. Oh my god, I almost passed out. There was two girls on the floor barricade with wigs, and then they were just standing in front, and then Yeonjun, oh my god, I even like freaking heard him from
because he knew that they were like that was probably for his pink hair.
Yeah, and then he points at them and he goes, I like your hair. And then they're like, and I almost passed out, and he was in his beanie, and then like that was so cute. And then Subin's on the other side, like giving hearts on the bottom, and like
Subin like gives out the most hearts.
He gives out
so and that's why last year he gave me a bunch of hearts too.
He was giving so many.
He's like.
And he like looks you in the eye.
He looks you. He makes sure that he like that he sees you.
And then
he's always like that.
Bummy was on the side doing like the little dances in the corner. He was being silly.
Funniest.
Bummy was making everyone laugh in the corner. And then Kai is another one who just interacts like literally the best with everyone. He like leans down, and like that's last year's concert. He was taking people's phone, but this Soundcheck he was just leaning on the catwalk and just like looking down at everyone and smiling. And then meanwhile Terry was showing off his muscles like every chance he could get.
Taeyeon was just
like he was. No. But girl, I remember like for Soundcheck, like once I think when the last song was Loser Lover, but you know, like right before they started that song, Yeonjun goes, everybody put your lover signs up, and then so we all go like this with our hands, and I'll never forget that moment because as soon as I did that, well, I was like, I felt like a big old loser. we're losers. When they started performing it, oh my god, I wasn't bawling at that point, but I was choking up throughout Soundcheck the whole time. But that's when I really felt it there because we were all like singing and doing the Loser Lover, but that song is just such like when you're singing Loser Lover, you truly feel like just like the whole concept, and they made you feel you know the whole music video and the idea of like what it is like to feel like a loser, you know, like you keep losing at life over and over again, but then you know, and then anyway, but
it's like I always get
and then you really reflect on like your position in life, and then like all like the support and like people who truly love you.
My head too.
And so it was a perfect like ending to their Soundcheck Loser Lover, and also like, oh my god, this was so good. This was so
they did that. The cutest part was because Yeonjun was the first to pop up, and then he was the last to leave too. During Soundcheck, after they were going down the catwalk, and then he paused and like, do you remember?
He was like, he turned around and he goes, "Love you," and I was like,
"You." Yeah, he's like, "Love you," and then he leave.
Oh my god.
He's so cute, girl.
So
I do have to say, like,
out.
Yeonjun. This is what I said to you. I was like, Yeonjun is my soundcheck bias. Like Yeonjun is my soundcheck.
Yeonjun is my bias and my rec. Like, I can't.
I mean, Yeonjun is my other bias too, but you know what I mean.
No,
like,
I know. He's amazing though. Like, but like. Anyway, when you hear Soundcheck, you can truly like hear how live they are. So it was amazing, like hearing Sugar Rush Ride for the first time ever during Soundcheck.
Soundcheck is something that like
Rush.
I hope you get to experience because it's just so fun, and because you're forced to not have your phone. Oh, some soundchecks you are allowed to have your phone.
Yeah.
Like last year, they were taking phones during Soundcheck.
Yeah. But that was
anyway.
Like, I feel like for, you know, the Sugar Rush Ride that everyone was, like, jumping up and down and, like, because we never heard that song before, and then they went to New Rules. I love how they did their newest song and then one of their old songs on Magic. Or, that was Magic album, right? New Rules. But it was really nice because, the contrast. Because I was like, oh, it's so I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, the contrast. It was a good, those three were really good to do. And then, and then Soundcheck ended, and then we had, like, a couple of hours, right? Like, we had a couple hours between.
Yeah, because, that ended around, like, 5, because Soundcheck only lasted about 20 minutes. Yeah, it went by very fast. Oh, wait, before Soundcheck ended, remember? Kai, he was like, I'll see you at 7 p.m.
Oh my god, that part was so cute. He just stood there. He's like, okay, he's just like, and it was kind of not quiet, but it was like no one was saying anything, and all of a sudden you hear Kai, I'll see you at 7 p.m.
And then, like literally like that, and then
we're cracking
up. That was so cute. And then Terry was like, Taeyeon goes like, bye, see you then, see you at our show.
But they treated it like the concert.
Yeah.
They were like popping off and doing choreo. They were like doing everything.
They gave us like a real concert. Yeah. Like during Soundcheck. That was amazing.
Oh, they were so good.
I'm so happy we got. I want to do
that. I know. I want to go back so bad. But anyway, so then we were like, let's go like get a drink. And
we had so much
relax because we had so much time.
And if you have VIP, you can't leave the venue. So we were inside the whole time. And we're like, let's get a drink. Let's get hydrated, and then
we got some waters. We vlogged. We found like this little corner with like a little table, so we vlogged
and we showed all our goodies, and we kind of touched on Soundcheck. That we probably said the exact same things we're saying now, but it's just during the moment, which is whatever.
I mean, I don't know when we're gonna put up our vlog,
but it was really cute. Like we had a lot of time to just like soak in the moment, like between Soundcheck and the actual show.
It was nice. Yeah. And then we met Gigi.
We were trying to look for her for like 30 minutes. We couldn't find her for a while. But...
I know. I think Gigi at one point, girl, if you're watching, I remember she was like, are we at the same place?
I know. We were like, because we can't find you. And we were even at the same VIP line, couldn't find each other.
So she also made these as freebies. She only made a little bit, but she also gave us.
I was scared to put mine. Let me show mine.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really take this out. But she made mine with a little bunny. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the little bunny and like the colors of temptation, and it's just so beautiful. Gigi, it's just so beautiful. Thank you so much, girl. Love this so much.
These are so pretty. And I put mine on like during the Amtrak because I was having like post-concert depression. I actually put this on my phone during the ride. But yeah, she gave the little.
You have a fox.
Yeah, and I'm pretty. So thank you so much. These were
thank you so much, girl. It was so nice to actually meet her because you know she's been a part of our community and stuff. So
yeah, and again, like we said this to Gigi, but we're like we've met before through video chat, but meeting her in person, it's felt like we've just known each other for so long, which we have. But it was so nice to like put a face to like physical in IRL face in front of us.
Yeah, so we got to hang out for a bit. We love you, Gigi.
We love you, Gigi.
We just hung out for a bit.
Yeah, that's pretty much between the whole time. We're just hanging out with her and then just
what we're doing.
Yeah.
And then the show started at 7 p.m. It actually started like right away, right? I don't remember.
It started like right on the dot.
Yeah, it started right on the dot. And oh my gosh.
And we had our little vodka cranberries.
We did. We actually had a drink.
We had a drink this time. You remember?
We brought it like throughout like a good half of the show because we weren't.
We never do that. If you guys know us, we drink a lot on camera. But this was every other concert. We don't like drink at shows because we're on adrenaline and we don't need it. But
we had so much time that we got an extra drink and then we took it in.
So we brought it to our seats, and then Christy and I were sharing like this huge cup of vodka cranberry, which was it was giant. It was like this giant cup, and then we shared it between us because we already had one before, and then
But oh my gosh, you got like Blue Hour is like, you know how Ghosting for You is like, Blue Hour is that song for me. So then they started with Blue Hour. They started with Blue Hour with their little prince outfits.
And they are literal IRL princes. If there's like something to call TXT, they are actual like fairy tale prince.
They are like
like that's why they like don't. I don't feel like they're real because I feel like they popped out of fairy book like for real, like a fairy tale.
They don't look real.
Five Peter Pans. They're
so they started with that. I think that was like one of the, I don't know. I just love that they started with that song.
Yeah.
Because the whole, I mean, obviously, remember the was it the trailer where Huening Kai, like, what did he jump or fall from the sky during Blue Hour? And then they started the concert with Sweet Temptation. Temptation, I mean, with Mirage with Blue Hour. So that was like, I love that they continue their story, whether it's online or through their video or through their concert. So I don't know. I just really love that they did that.
These VCRs they're showing between all the performances, like they were highlighting the green drink that is similar to like the Blood, Sweat, Tears BTS with the green drink that Blood, Sweat, Tears. So Temptation equals, the green liquid. But it was cool because every VCR they were showing like someone else be like tempted to drink it, or like if you guys haven't seen the VCRs for the concert, you guys should check it out. It's amazing. And like they do have the apple, like Snow White and the poison apple, like all those like things that represent temptation. They did such a good job with all that. It's so cool.
Yeah. And then you can see like on the side of the screens, it looks like they're like the black liquid is like kind of coming down because you're giving into that.
And I was also thinking, how like I felt because just like you were saying, it like the temptation was like all around us. And since the setting was Sweet Mirage, the forest, like the first thing we see is this giant like tree. I kind of and their title track is Sugar Rush Ride. I kind of felt like we were like Hansel and Gretel, like, and then we were like tempted to like eat all the candy, because they made the vibe like this mysterious isolated land, like forest land, where you go in and then you're also tempted by these 5 boys on the stage and everything. So they set it up so nicely. It was again with the concept, I just love the concept and how they execute the concept. Everything about it is perfection to me. I just love it. It's like so magical, but it's also dark. And I always say this whenever I listen or watch or react to TXT. I love that it seems like so magical and pretty, but there's like darkness. But there's darkness, like real darkness.
And it's like it's just like real, like
So anyway. It's like a horror, thriller, fairy tale, like mystery.
Yes, and it's
magical land.
Because, fairy tales, they were actually scary stories.
Yeah, it's originated like that.
Original stories were not. It's not the Disney story that you know. They were actually really gruesome and scary.
Yeah,
and
all
so
of them start
they're
like
playing
that.
off of that idea, that original idea. So it's really cool.
And very original concepts. So makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, but, they also. I mean, well, we can touch on all these, but they performed all of the new songs on their newest album of Temptation, and so that was like I didn't know they were gonna do every single song on there. So you're kind of frozen.
Oh no, I think I was just stuck like that.
Wait, no, you're like actually frozen though.
Oh, I was actually frozen. Oh, okay. Girl, tinnitus. I don't know.
Girl, oh my god, tinnitus.
And you know what I loved about tinnitus, just as a performance? I love how they came. I mean, because they were doing that simple outfit with like the torn up t-shirt, the black pants and stuff, and then all of a sudden they start lifting their shirt.
But like, I didn't really get to see like a good view. Like I'm trying. Like I wish I saw a better view of that
because we didn't see that straight on. We only saw them like kind of doing choreo, and I think we were just screaming and singing the whole time.
Yeah.
And when we went back and looked at some of the footage, the on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
They all kind of did it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that they lifted. I didn't know what the choreo was because I didn't want to spoil anything. So Christy was like, "Did you know they lift their shirts up?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And I think
it was during tinnitus that they lift Yeonjun, right? Or
what?
Wait, which choreo was it? Oh, anyway, what were you saying?
Oh my god, you keep freezing in a weird way. But yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. But like tinnitus.
Yeah, and then it was okay. We're gonna go back and forth because I don't know.
Yeah.
Order of the song.
I don't either.
But I remember.
I feel like I blacked out
right before tinnitus started. It's obviously because of what tinnitus is, but it goes like that buzzing sound.
Yeah.
It's so good. I just love the show aspect, like the show, like it's just so good.
Yeah, and the tinnitus choreo too. Like I just love how smooth they are with the song the whole time. They're so smooth, and they really
also,
like. I feel like I'm dancing with.
But you can tell Yeonjun really likes dancing.
I know. Stop.
Like, I can like whenever I watch Yeonjun dance to that song, I was like, oh, he likes the song like all of MOA, but yeah, it was just so good. One of my favorite stages, one of the most memorable ones for me, and I don't know if it's because it just makes me so happy. It was Angel or Devil. I just love that song.
Me too.
So much.
I love that one.
And it just. I don't know. It makes me so happy.
Yeah. And that's like, I was like, dang it, we could have done the Angel or Devil concept because they performed it. Yeah, I
didn't know they were going to perform that song.
And that one's a special one for us too, because when we reacted to that a long time ago, we did it at the same time, and that's like the black and white music video. And that's when they kind of had like their hip hop like outfits on, and they looked so good. And like the little, this part, the choreo where they do this. Oh, it's so good. But so I really like the contrast with that song.
That was one of the most memorable ones for me. That one. And then so when they did Runaway is when I started crying.
Yeah. I was definitely crying.
And also Runaway, girl, that's also a very special song.
I think that's hands down one of my all-time favorite, not just TXT songs, but like one of my all-time favorite songs, Runaway. That's just like everything about it. Like that's the first time they kind of introduced that rocky side of them, but then like the storyline really started blossoming with Runaway.
And we also saw that together too.
Yeah, and obviously, but 9 3/4, it's like Harry Potter. It's like everything about that is perfect for us. And we were definitely crying.
That's when they went into the center stage for right? They went into the center stage for Runaway. I started crying.
Me too.
That's when I started crying.
Oh yeah. That moment, it really, really hit like the both of us, and just that song did such a good job. Like, and I feel like this time around with their songs, I mean, we listen to their songs all the time. We love TXT, but like I feel like with this concert, I truly understood their songs this time. Each song and their message, like for some reason, like it hit me like never before. Like it just Runaway made more sense, and it's just like I think just like relating to what we are going through. Like this time, when a song really understands what you're going through. Oh, I'm about to cry again.
Girl, no.
Oh my god, it's every time we go to Runaway. Oh my god, I'm not even drinking.
I know,
but I feel like this concert, like with the like every song that they did in order, like starting with Blue Hour and like going into Runaway and just like everything, they captured truly what it's like to go through like hardship or go through something, and then they take your hand and like let's escape for a little bit, and then like let me like just like breathe with me for a second, and let's like run away together. And that's it. Really, really like I understand every lyric right now, and like that's what like at the end of the day, that's why we love like their songs and their music. It just speaks to us. I truly understood it this time.
That's why they speak to us as artists, and it's to any. I just like love that because everything like this is an escape, right? It's an escape, but then they made me realize that I don't know. I feel like they just make you realize as you go through their concert or their music that, hey, like we all go through this kind of stuff. It's like and it's okay, and there's like comfort in that or whatever. And I don't know. I just
Well, speaking of that, since we're getting kind of like deeper with it, I think that's why I really like how because they had like Magic Chapter, and then they did like Dream, and then Magic Chapter, and then they had like Freeze, and then they went into Thursday's Child, which is about grief, right? Or just like know, the concept. And grief isn't just about like losing someone, it's like losing any parts of your life. Like you grieve over anything that you lose.
Even you're a time
lose
period
yourself
from a long time ago.
Yeah, if you like grow up and you lose like your childhood or anything, you can grieve over, right? But like I feel like this time I truly they were so like when they were the concert really tied it in really well because the concept is Peter Pan, you know, like I don't want to grow up, but then like also like hitting my 30s at the same time, and like starting a new chapter. I really understood it, like grieving your past or like grieving what used to be or like losing a part of yourself and kind of, you know, all that whole idea. I was like, oh my god, this concert spoke to my soul. Like I've never felt so in tune with music and songs and like a concept more than I did this time. It was amazing.
I feel the same way. And I think as you get older, you really start to realize that the way that you used to think, that is something that you also lose. You're like, oh, I thought life was going to be this way, but it's not. Or it's like, whether that's better or worse or whatever. That even your mindset changes. And I think the way that they like the way that this concert, the way their concept is laid out, it really speaks to that idea, like you were saying. So I don't know, it's just really I don't know, this is like the most like it spoke to my heart. I don't know.
Girl, the we were talking about Runaway. Kai did his freaking solo at the middle center stage, and we got to see that for the first time ever, and that I was like bawling. He was just like doing his magical solo. That was one of the most memorable.
If you look at the screen, you can see like the lights.
The magic. The sparkles on the screen.
The sparkles.
That was one of the most magical moments ever because he performed that during it was Mama. No, what I don't know if it was Mama or but anyway, one of the shows. But like I didn't even know they were doing that. Like you didn't either, obviously.
We were like, wow.
And also a lot of that, like a lot of times when they were doing song switches, I was like screaming out the wrong like song title. So FYI, like I got a lot of the names mixed up with a lot of songs. So FYI,
I don't know. I'm afraid to look through all of our clips because the small clips that I did see of us were either bawling or we just look so horrendous on this. we sound. I know we don't sound good, girl.
Tinnitus came up, we just turned into like devils for real. They did Devil by the Window.
Yeah, they did Devil by the Window.
Oh, girl, I have a theory, by the way, now.
What?
This is crazy. So, guys, you heard it here first, okay? So, Devil by the Window. You know how it's like literally a devil, right? But devils have horns. And when I came home, when I thought of this, I had an epiphany. When Rose picked me up when I got home, and she was driving me back home, and then we parked in front of the apartment. And when I came home, it was nighttime, I see a cat by the window, which is my cat, and Levy was looking out the window, and I go, wake the fuck up. It's like Devil by the Window. I feel like they're hinting at that mysterious cat, and you know that it's like a devilish.
The cat is a scary character.
But then it becomes a part of Yeonjun in the
it's the devil inside
of you. But then I was like, oh, is Devil by the Window the cat by the window, like the cat, because you always see images of cats looking out the window. The cat with the blue and green eye. But I was just like, I was like, Levy's by the window. And I was like,
oh my god, but they always play with the cat.
The horn and the cat. Anyway, I was just like, that's crazy.
But then also, you know, everyone, well, speaking of cat, you know, like they did Cat and Dog, they did, you know, and then,
that was one of the most fun things
it was the most
ever.
Fun. But just to get a little bit deep with Cat and Dog, I think everyone knows this, right? But with Cat and Dog, you know, it's kind of like angel or devil, and everyone is like either a cat person or a dog person. They're always playing with that. They're like, I feel like I'm your cat and your dog. Like you know, I love being that like friendly dog, or like, but I'm also your cat. But either way, they like give into those like, you know, ideas. And they give you
polar, like quote unquote polar opposites. But then they also have a song called Balance Game where they say life is not one way or the other, and life is also just like the music video of Angel or Devil. Life is not just black and white; it's gray. There's like a lot of gray in between, and they're so good at balancing those two.
It's just so good. It's just it's just so good. It's so good.
That was amazing. Devil
Yeah,
by the
but
Wind.
anyway, but then cat dog, everyone that's like a MOA favorite, you know, everyone's like screaming
everyone
their
was
hands off. Everyone's barking, of course.
And they did the English version. I know a lot of mo's were complaining about this too, but obviously we all wanted the Korean version. Come on, we all wanted the
Well, I don't
Korean
know. I
one.
heard some MOAs in line.
Really?
They're like, yeah, they're like, I want to hear the
Oh,
English
maybe
version.
I was just
Yeah.
I was looking at I was just looking at like Twitter, but and like TikTok, but a
I
lot
would
of people
say
were
most people probably would prefer the Korean version.
yeah. But
I think
I
a
saw
lot of
Mhm.
yeah.
I saw a lot of people like in the comments like they're like I actually know the Korean one by heart, not the English one, but yeah, they
Well,
did the
no, there
English
was
version.
I just
which was
remember
really,
hearing in line
yeah.
this girl that was kind of close to us.
Yeah.
She was like if they do the English version of Cat and Dog, and in my head I'm
Yeah.
like I want to hear the Korean version.
Yeah, because the Cinderella part hits different, like the Korean
Yeah.
one. But
Yeah.
yeah, we were obviously barking very loud for them. We were
I mean, but we were just
for all
barking.
of
I don't even
y'all.
remember. Yeah, I
We were like,
don't.
woof, woof, woof. Let's play forever. You know when they go like,
Wanna
woof,
be a
woof, woof, woof.
dog. Oh, they're
Um,
so cute.
I was saying this to Rose, but it's like the funniest part for me when I see clips of cat and dog is when they're recording and then the security guards, they're looking around, and when people are like, whoa, 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 the security guards
like,
looking around, they're either like completely confused or they're really enjoying it.
Watching some of the best things to watch after concerts is how the security
Their reactions
reacted. Yeah.
That was so funny.
One of my this is very off, not very off topic, but one of my favorite outfits that they had on was their little jerseys that said Eternity.
I love with 34. They had a 3-4 on their back
3-4,
for their debut
yeah,
date.
3-4, yeah.
So
but
cute.
and it says it's basically saying MOA forever. You
It was
know,
so
like,
cute. Yeah.
or forever MOA, Youngwani
Yeah,
MOA. That's what it says. Youngwani MOA.
Yeah, Youngwani Mo. It was so
Yeah.
cute. And they did
was so
Eternally,
cute.
speaking of eternity, and I wanted to
Yeah.
scream my
Yeah,
fucking
they
head
did
off.
that. Yeah,
The fuck?
like I can't.
That's one of my favorite songs ever.
Oh, one of the funniest parts I think for me
Yeah.
was when the Nap of a Star picture popped up on the screen and then Steven goes Nap of a Star.
I was freaking
And then
out!
and then
They did
for-
the instrumental.
yeah, they did the instrumental, and for
was
some
bawling.
reason, for me, I was like, I think they're gonna. I think because I heard Blue Spring.
Yeah.
before the concert,
I've never heard
and
that.
I didn't know what the
Yeah.
order of what they were showing.
Oh,
but
God.
I was like, I don't think they're gonna do Nap of a Star.
Yeah, but no, they actually didn't do Blue Spring right after that. They went into Farewell
Oh, wait, was
Neverland.
it was Farewell Neverland.
Yeah, because
Oh my
they
God, now I'm
showed the
getting
Nap
confused.
of a
No,
Star
you're right.
animation,
It was
so
Farewell
I start hyperventilating. I'm like, oh, they're going to do Nap of a Star? And
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
know why that? Yeah,
crying.
oh yeah, and then,
And
she's, like,
then
crying. You're gonna hear
Farewell
it, but-
Neverland, they start coming off of the ship like the
No, you're right. It
farewell
was Farewell
concept.
Neverland. Yeah. It was fair, but it was so cute because Nap of
started
a Star was in their
crying.
first album,
Yeah.
and that's when they're first starting to kind of like realize like what life is or whatever, or
Yeah,
kind of that
yeah.
idea,
Mhm.
and then but now they're actually saying goodbye to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's just like
They're saying
it's like saying goodbye to
farewell.
that chapter, you know.
Yeah.
So they went into from the instrumental of Nap of a
Yeah, I'm
Star
gonna
into
cry.
Farewell Neverland,
Mhm.
and then later
Mhm.
they did Blue Spring,
girl.
which was like.
Girl, oh wait, hold on. Before we get to Blue
Oh,
Spring,
okay, we
because
can
that
get
one
to
was
Blue
like
Spring,
the
'cause that's a
most.
big
I feel
moment.
like
That
that
was,
was
like,
like the biggest moment.
the biggest
because
moment, yeah.
that was a surprise. But like you
Moment?
know,
Yes.
I was talking about like the grieving chapter of Thursday Child, and then they did Farewell Neverland. It was just like tied so beautifully. But like you know, grieving, you like the last step is like acceptance and stuff. And so when they do they do perform Farewell Neverland, they're like accepting that they're saying farewell to like that all the past and
acceptance.
all the chapters, and it's just so beautiful the way that they ended that whole like all the previous chapters, because it's called act like a play, you know, and they're just closing the book,
Yeah.
and it's so pretty. So yeah, when they performed
and there was like
Farewell, that was like,
and I love that there was a lot of like with Thursday's Child there was a lot of like anger and
yeah,
stuff, and like I don't
you
know, I
really get to go through like Good Boy Gone Bad, all of that. You get to feel like all of those stages.
they did
with
Good
them.
Boy Gone Bad too. You know?
Oh my god, which is I like being bad. We heard that live. Also, Happy Fools. We're like happy, heavy, heavy.
Oh God.
Heavy.
Everyone was like practicing the.
I felt so dumb
dance.
doing that, by the way.
I did too.
I felt like
I don't think. Okay, thank God. I don't think we filmed ourselves at that part. But I don't think we were doing it right. Probably. Like we were just like.
If you're confused, Yeonjun made up the choreo for Happy Fools, and he wanted everyone in the venue to do the Happy Fools choreo. So he was teaching us, and then they the cameras point at a specific section, and then they show them doing it, and I was like, oh God, I looked so dumb, but. That's why
I was like, I hope they don't show us. I mean, they didn't. But
that
like,
was so cute though. But like, and also, oh my God, I'll never forget this. But during Happy Fool's performance, Yeonjun, instead of Koi Leroy doing the Koi Leroy doing the rap, Yeonjun rapped over in Korean, and I was like, oh shit, because I never heard that.
We lost it there.
Oh my
we lost
God,
it.
That sounded so good.
Yeah,
he sounded so hot. He did.
Oh my God.
HAPPY, we go up like the moon, TXT and Koi Leroy. We go popping every day, living like some happy fools, doing what we do, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Some of my favorite parts that made me laugh so much is you know when they took the moabong and then they were like.
Oh yeah, Bumgyu did that the most, girl. Bummy,
yeah, they were just like, oh yeah, was it Bumgyu that was like?
We all had sections, so they assigned all the boys. Like there was.
I was our section.
Yeah, Bumgyu did the other section across from us.
Yeah,
but
and
like
I think Terry was in the middle.
Yeah,
Someone was on the other side again.
Yeah, Kai was our section. Wait, right? That's what you said. Yeah.
No, Kai was. Yeah, that's what.
And then we had to follow them, and we're like, ooh.
Yeah, that must be so funny because can you imagine if you're on stage and you're just like, whoa, I'm like controlling everything. Like it was so cute. It was so cute. And then the way, the way Bumgyu did it, like he was just like, whoa.
Yeah, he was like, whoa, and everyone was like, he was having so much fun. I was like, is he gonna stop?
I know. And then, but we were all like,
crackhead. That's crackhead energy.
I know. It was so good.
Bummy's so funny.
Part. I know one of the things that they said that they really wanted to focus on during this concert because they had smaller. I think we said this before. They had smaller arenas and they didn't even have an extended stage. Yeah. And they felt like they couldn't interact as much, even though they were interactive and they ran through the crowd at that one.
Yeah. For the
we actually mentioned that when we first sat in our seats. We were like, what if they come down here?
I know, because we were on the really good aisle seat. Oh my God, that was amazing. Another point for the whole concert, they did a lot. Like most of their songs were on the main stage closest to where we were.
Yeah, they were.
You know, because we had our concerns. Obviously, like there's like a lot of blind spots in any seat of any concert. But we were this was such a good concert view for us because even though they performed a lot on the extended stage, like we did, like if they did perform on the extended stage, we had a whole screen that no one's like tall heads were blocking us this time. So it was such a good view. Like, and then they went back to the main stage. We got to see everything.
The experience of the show. I think this might have been the best one. Overall.
Experience, hands down. Yeah, that's without question. Hands down, like I felt the most immersed in this one.
Yes,
like,
immersed. That's a good word. Yeah, we both felt extremely like we were in their world.
In their world, like a part of every song. Like I didn't feel frustrated with any technical stuff. Like, you know, there's always like
a lot of times
they're in the way,
something goes wrong.
Something
goes
wrong, right.
Like even like sometimes when we're on the floor, like you'll be taken out by, like you said, like someone's in front of you, or you can't see something,
or it's really hot and you're sweating but
we were like good. We cried so much. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, exactly what you're saying. We were just like so in the moment. Though, like from start to finish, even starting with Soundcheck, like I don't know. Like
another one of my sorry.
No.
Well, this just popped in my head, but you know, Subin was doing a little salsa move.
Oh my God, yes!
When I saw it, I was like, what are you doing?
I love it when Subin just starts like doing his own little thing, and like, cause Subin's good at everything. I mean, we say this all the time, but he's just literally.
I was like,
good
is he
at everything.
Really doing that right now?
And when he shows like little parts of those like talents, like his it's not hidden talents, but when he really does those like moves, it's like damn.
And he's been like working out and stuff, so it's like
I feel like he got taller, but maybe they just always look bigger in person or something.
I don't know. I mean, you know that TikTok or that meme video with like The Rock, who's the other guy? Was it? Oh fuck. Anyway, it's like a basketball player, and then Kevin Hart, and then Kevin Hart and the TX. Is it Shaq? I don't know. But like TXT, they're literally so tall.
Yeah. Oh, the meme. Yeah. Where they're TXT, they're like the tall
TXT is like the tallest one.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
like I didn't look back in my concert clips too much.
I didn't either actually.
Yeah, like usually, but like I felt like I was in
memory.
A pop-up book with them. Yeah, because usually we even before our concert recaps, we rewatch our concert clips and we refresh our memories. There's usually a whole bunch of blackout moments, which happened this time around too. But I feel like because we were vibing with them the whole time and like dancing to each song, like I don't know, like I just felt so in tune with everything that I didn't even feel like I was concentrated too much on my phone, or like even though we recorded the whole thing. But you know what I mean? It was like nothing. Really... There was no distractions or anything. It was amazing. Yeah.
I don't know. It's I think I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
Oh, anyway, but let's get to Blue Spring because Blue Spring. During one of my Twitch lives, I didn't really know what was going on either. Again, this whole past few months was crazy. So I didn't really. I thought Blue Spring it was just like a song that they randomly drop. You know how they do that?
Yeah.
But then I find out when I'm searching the video to watch it on my stream, I find out that the song was actually a surprise to MOA when they first performed it.
I had no idea.
Korea was their first show back in March.
Yeah.
But they did Blue Spring as like a drop. It's not even on Spotify at the concert. And so I listened to it and I bawled, girl, during my I told you, but I bawled my eyes out there.
I can imagine why.
Like, and then again at the concert. So I was expecting it. I was like, when are they gonna do Blue Spring? What are they gonna do? But then I didn't say one thing.
She didn't say anything to me, which I mean, like, we're really good at keeping little surprises from each other.
I wanted you to experience it at the concert. So you're gonna see Silvia's first reaction to the song at the concert.
That was like, because also when that was right after Farewell Neverland, and that's like I was having like I didn't understand what was happening, and then suddenly like when they perform Blue Spring, they bring up the lyrics on the screen so you can like sing it with
along.
them. But like, oh my god, because Kai opens up the song, and as soon as the instrumental happened and that was going on, girl, like that was an out of body experience. Like that is just sob fest.
It's an out of it was that one was a sob fest. Oh, and then when you were we were kind of looking through some of the clips. I remember you texting me and you're like, ew, the Blue Spring video was so wholesome, because we would turn it on ourselves. You know. I just realized we have like that reaction cam and we didn't use it.
I forgot. I totally forgot about that. But with that one you can't zoom in, so it's kind of inconvenient. You can't zoom in when the reaction cam is on.
You're right. Anyway, so we would flip the camera because I wanted to, because Silvia was sobbing so much, and then I started sobbing, and then we were like hugging.
We were hugging and crying. But like when that song happened, it was truly the most beautiful. That's like our favorite song. Like, I know Christy feels the same way, but like that is I hearing that live for the first time was the most magical experience ever. And like obviously we immediately start crying, but hearing them say the lyrics, oh my god, I'm about to start sobbing.
So this song, you know how we heard Maze in the Mirror, and that one was such like a
they performed that last
Foamy song too,
concert,
and then hearing that, it kind of reminded, but even more for reasons that we can talk about, but like hearing that kind of reminded me of hearing Maze in the Mirror for the first time, where it's just like so heartfelt,
because it's acoustic at the beginning. And girl, that's the song that Bumgyu was spoiling. He had like on a TikTok just like yes, and I didn't know what that was, but he was like playing a song, and that was Blue Spring. And I remember being like, that's so pretty, and that's that song. So again, it's Bumgyu. God. And that, like, Oh my god, that is such like a heartfelt song. It's so, oh my god, how do you not bawl to
and
that?
obviously, okay, we've said this again, but
Yeah.
we were supposed to be in Korea this spring.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's almost summer now, but like we were supposed to be in Korea
In April.
and
all
in
of April pretty much.
All of April we were supposed to be there, and we obviously weren't able to go. And so as we they were performing and we were bawling, I kept thinking like, wow, it really was a blue spring.
Yeah,
I was like, this spring, but then it came, but then at the end of it, like you know, everything worked out and everything.
No, but it was like it was
really
so
was,
blue.
but like it was such a, and it was, and like the crazy part was like it was also I was trying to celebrate your birthday in Korea with you, because it was like your big, you know, 30th birthday. We were all supposed to, it was supposed to be like a really bright, cheery spring.
Like because you never know what life throws at you.
So opposite, but life, you know, is so crazy. And so I just kept thinking about that as they were singing it, and I don't know, it just like we broke down at that point.
We started breaking down.
Really broke down.
And also like because I also like, I was like, I've never heard this song before, so I like was recording myself at the same time while we were crying. But I was holding, like, at one point you only see like this part of me, because as I was like listening to it, I couldn't even, like, you know, sometimes when you're recording you check on like your screen and stuff, but I was so like, my jaw was just the whole time I'm like I was
very
in
ugly
such
angle.
Shock, a very horrible angle. And by that time I was down one eyelash from crying previously, so I only had one eyelash on, so my eyes are very lopsided.
I'll just show just one picture,
and I had 3 nails off of my, like, I had stick-on nails that fell off already by that time, so I looked like a whole fucking mess. But I was sobbing, and
so I was like, girl, I took this screenshot.
Oh god,
and I was like, girl,
that? Oh like, god, one eye is like
missing an eyelash.
I'm missing an eye. That's a horrible angle. Ew. Oh, that's bad. Look, and this is the blue spring one I'm talking about, but like as they right before, I think right after the chorus, like when the chorus started hitting, I stopped recording because I couldn't even, like, my limbs stopped working, everything stopped working. I couldn't even keep recording, and so half of my reaction is gone anyway, because I was like holding it like this and then I just drop and I start bawling.
But this was also during Blue Spring, and so girl, Carrie's like looking in our section.
Oh my god! That is.
I don't know if you can, like, I don't know how much you can see this.
Oh my god! I can't believe that was seriously the most beautiful song, beautiful stage ever.
No, but like, look at Terry. He looks so like he's like, hey.
I can't. We were that close. Like, we were in that direction.
This is during Blue Spring.
That's a good one.
This is my favorite song to listen to now.
Look, I was bubbling. Look.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Look at, like, my eyes are lopsided. We're crying.
You look like the ghost
and then
girl.
like
you look like ghosting.
Look at this one.
Ew, God, that is a horrible.
And then, like, girl, like, this is me, like, I didn't know, and then you're, like, sobbing on the side, and, like, I'm processing the song for the first time. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. There's a teardrop on the middle of my, like, goblet chin right there.
That is.
Oh, this is the screenshot I showed Christy, and it said, girl, it looks like we're being held hostage here. We look like so
this is all Blue Spring.
Oh, like, this one. Oh, and then I realized my eyelash was missing.
Anyway, it's like that one was such a memorable moment.
Seriously, one of the
I'll never forget like that moment, because we were just like, I don't know, girl, we were just like,
ew, we were like hugging and like crying.
We were hugging, and me and I don't really mind hugging Silvia, but she hates hugging me.
Okay, not all the time. Sometimes I hug her, but like, I mean, I said this at the beginning of this video, but we have never cried as much as we did, because, and also I've never lost an eyelash at a concert, girl. This is my first time losing an eyelash on video, on reactions. Y'all know I lose my eyelashes all the time, but that's because I'm touching my face a lot. But in concert, I usually don't touch my face that much. This time, it was just, we were crying so much, and like, I don't know, everything fell off of me, and then like my heart fell off, my eyelash fell off, my butt fell off.
Your butt off. I feel like they were so, don't you feel like TXT also, they felt so happy being
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's not this case in
Ugh.
every show that I've ever been to
Yeah.
where you also feel the same
Mm-hmm.
type of like
Yeah.
oh, that like being immersed in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They like whenever they would talk or whenever they were just being so goofy and
Yeah.
fun, and
Yeah.
like I really
Their
felt like
energy
they
really
were
bounced
like,
off. Yeah.
yeah, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like they were really bouncing
Mm-hmm.
off, and they were being so like, I don't know, like
They,
they were really being interactive with us. And
yeah.
interactive is not even like the right word, but you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It
No,
was
no, I
so
agree
cute.
with you. We could feel their like energy, and it felt like everything. The mood was like up. Everything felt like so bright. It was, I don't know. I loved like
Yeah,
experiencing with that.
and during our summer, and
Our
obviously
summer was the
not to
last
take
song. Oh my,
away not to take away from North
oh my
Carolina,
god, oh my
right?
god, oh my god.
It was a rally show maybe that they didn't know every
Oh
Korean
yeah, yeah,
lyric.
yeah, yeah.
But DC
Oh my
was
god.
they were
Everyone was
like, everyone was
singing.
so hyped, everyone
Yeah.
was singing
Yo, I have
every
goosebumps.
word,
Everyone was so
and like
loud. It was
everyone was
so
so
good.
loud, but in a really like it was so
I
nice, and
felt
like
like
just
everyone was
being,
on the same page, but again, was it just like our section experience? Because like
I don't know.
yeah, it felt like this concert didn't it feel like really close and intimate too? Like the
Yes,
whole time.
even
Even
though
though it's a
the yes
giant,
girl actually,
yeah.
it felt more intimate than even the smaller when we were in Madison Square
Yes, it felt
Garden.
more intimate than
Yeah,
that moment, which was
in the Hulu theater,
yeah.
which is weird because it was like maybe half the size or
But I
something.
think it's because we really got to soak in what it looked like, what they could see too. We were on the side section, so we were able to see everyone from the
What they
back too
saw,
and look
yeah,
around.
yeah. Girl,
Yeah.
I loved our
It
seats.
was amazing. Like I'm so glad we
But
had
like
those seats.
whenever I would watch them,
Yeah.
they would just be so like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, I see you, Moa. I see.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm about to cry.
Yeah, me
Oh, I'm
too.
about to
They were, I
cry." They were
know,
literally like,
girl.
"Moa,
Yeah.
ew,
That,
girl."
they were, yeah, they were really interacting with us. And then Terry was
Um,
singing his head off to like serenading everyone on the ground. Like the one thing I love
yeah.
about Terry Kang, when he's singing and he decides to sing to someone, he'll be like singing his heart out. Like I feel
Yeah,
like
he was
he's fell
singing
in
his heart
love.
out.
Yo,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
so
yeah.
cute.
Taeyeon was like, he's like the passion that Taeyeon has.
The
I don't
passion.
know, and
Oh,
like just to feel it on at the concert was different.
yeah. You remember towards like kind of the beginning of the concert, like after two
Hmm.
songs, Bummy, he had to fix his in-ear, so he ran off stage and he's like and he's like
The
running
way that
off.
he runs is so fucking cute. I mean, we've seen it
He
on shows
disappeared
and
for a
stuff
bit.
too, but he was like kind of running
Yeah.
like this.
And then when he left, you remember they were like, "Where's Bumgu? Where's Bumgu?"
Or
And
like,
then he runs
Bumgyu has to check his in ear or
Yeah.
whatever, and then when he came back, they're like, "Hi, Bumgyu."
They're
The
like,
way that
"Hi,
they were talking,
Bumgu."
they're
Yes.
like, "Hi, Bumgyu."
Oh my god! And then everyone was cheering because Bumgu came back. That was such a
And
cute
he was
moment.
like a dog. He was like,
Yeah, he came down like a little puppy or something. Oh my god, that was so
he's so
cute. I
cute.
love
Oh, I'm sure there's
Happy,
a lot of moments
happy,
that when we look
happy.
back, we're like, oh yeah, that happened
I
and like everything.
know. I
But
can't.
then towards that, we should get to some of the questions.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me. I was about to
So
pull those
after
up.
this, yeah.
Yeah.
So then, so towards the end of the show, like they, again, it's speaking to like how like intimate it felt and how interactive they were. The way that they stopped at every section to wave and try to look at every person was more than I think any other group has ever done.
it was.
That we've seen at least. Because like
I agree.
even when they
went into
stopped,
sections, you knew when they were gonna come to you. Yeah.
yeah, and then I'm sure you'll see it in our videos, but
Yeah.
like when they all came and they were like literally going like looking
Yeah.
at every single person. They stopped there for a good 5 minutes. It seemed like
we were the
And
last
then-
section they
We were the last
waved to
section.
because we were on the
Yeah.
corner and near the main stage, so we got to say bye to them last, which was like the sweetest moment ever.
It was so sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just like that was really like a memorable moment
Yeah.
too.
Oh, and another memorable one, which they already performed for Soundcheck, was Loser Lover. Because again, we already saw them perform Loser Lover during the first concert in New York. But it was so pretty because I love how when they have like the money, there's like sitting on the car. I love that set so much, Loser Lover, because they're
I
all
love-
sitting in the car and then
And the money.
is just flying out. And then like, again, just that song is just, I feel like that all that angst is coming out there.
Yeah.
And they're so good at like giving you that emotion back because everyone knows what it feels like to go through those like angsty years. But you know, like I just really, really adore that stage. I just love how like I feel like we're again running away with them on the highway because we're in a car with them, and then we're just like, let's just spend all our money, like, you know, money will always come and go, like, you know, just that kind of feeling. And I just love, and yeah, so I got to take one of the confettis. I wish I had another one, but I wanted to show you.
Oh yeah, that's really cute. They had these last year too, but they didn't. We couldn't get it last year.
I wanted to get Christy one.
Didn't they do? They did. We Lost Our Summer too. You know, that's one of my favorite.
Yes.
Choreos.
Oh my god. And that was the pandemic one. That was the pandemic
We
one.
Summer. You know why that's my favorite choreo? Because when Subin does his body waves going
girl, his body waves. Oh my god.
Well, I met a MOA, by the way, that was dressed up like dolphins.
Oh yeah, in the bathroom.
And she was so cute. She got on camera actually when they were doing happy pulls. That was really cute.
Yeah, and that MOA was talking about how they got their whole outfit from the costume store, and we were like, oh, that was so worth it.
Because we actually met her in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, we should get to some of the questions.
Yeah, let's get to the questions. Yeah,
okay.
Let's get to the
so
questions.
I saw Raven ask first. Hi, Raven. Hi, girl.
Oh, I see DJ on top.
Oh, but she asked first.
Oh, okay.
She said, "What was your favorite performance of the night? Love you guys." I think we both have the same one, don't we?
Hold on. Favorite performance. Wait. Let's see. Hold on. My favorite performance of the night. Let me think. Do you definitely have one?
I have like two, but like an unforgettable one, and then my favorite like performance. But I don't know.
Okay, well, my favorite performance. Okay, I think I know what you're gonna say for unforgettable, but my favorite performance. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Tinnitus.
Oh, yeah. Well, how do you not? Because that's like, I feel like that was also one of the most anticipated with MOA.
Yeah,
Tinnitus.
When that started, Tinnitus was my favorite performance, but unforgettable one is
Blue Spring. Yeah. That was like, nothing can replace that moment. That was just a moment. That was like considered MOA. That song is MOA itself.
Yes.
Moment of alwaysness.
Who wrecked you the most? That was also Raven.
Yeonjun, even though he's my bias, wrecked me the most.
Girl, Yeonjun wrecked me the most. but for me, Yeonjun is he's like pretty much a bias too. Like it's just that again, that's your bias, bias. So everyone associates Yeonjun with you, but I don't know if people understand. Yeonjun is such.
Yeonjun is that guy though. You know, Yeonjun is that guy. Yeah. He is the it guy.
Yeonjun definitely wrecked me the most. Yeah.
And then Kai. But like Kai is always Kai is always that guy for me.
I think for me it was Taeyeon. After Yeonjun,
oh really?
It was Taeyeon.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like he took off his fucking jacket. I don't know.
I feel like after seeing Kai's solo stage and just like him interacting, that's just my favorite thing in the whole world.
I see.
Okay. Who is the most interactive member and flirty? Love you, my girls. Paul or Paul stay. Oh, I love you. Hello.
Well, interactive member, I would say. Well, they were all pretty interactive, but I guess the most interactive. It's I think it has to be Subin or Kai again.
Yeah, I was gonna say both of them for actual like talking to the fans on the floor. From what we could see, it was like the most was probably Kai and Subin, because Subin was pointing out like literally every poster he could.
And then
see.
Kai was just like,
and Kai was like giving hearts.
But it was like that last year too.
Yeah, last year too.
I think they're just most like that. But the most flirty was Yeonjun.
It
was Yeonjun.
And then most goofy, funny bestie, Boyfie, Bumgyu. And then most passionate, Terry. Terry like
always.
Oh my god, Terry, I love you so much.
I just love that. You know, he really does have that like squirrel energy.
That squirrel energy but he's a cat now. He's a cat.
Oh, you're right. But okay, but whenever he's like running around on stage, well, you know what? Okay, the funniest thing is in their live, he wouldn't stop talking about the squirrels in DC, by the way. He was like, they were so cute. They were saying like they were talking about like that day when they were walking around like the monuments. Oh my god,
they were walking around. It was Terry and Yeonjun walking around DC.
Yeah. So they were walking around, and then Bumgyu was talking about how he loved it because it was like really beautiful and green everywhere. He was like, it's a city, but it was so green. And then Terry was like, the squirrel. He was like, the squirrels, man.
He was like, I see my family.
Yeah, and then Pumpkin was like, he was like, the squirrels are everywhere. And then Subin was like, oh, the squirrels are pretty big here, right? And then Pumpkin was like, I don't think they're scared of people.
Yeah, you know, but Emo used to say that about the squirrels, but
talk about the squirrels,
but but the ones in Korea, they're chipmunks, so they're getting them mixed up because the squirrels here are not chipmunks, they're squirrels. You know?
Yeah, and then Subin kept saying how big they were.
I wish we saw that.
I'm pretty sure Tan was the one that like, because I kept laughing. I was like, you're really gonna say you're a cat and all you do is talk about squirrels?
Yeah. But you know, cats do always look at squirrels. They always like Levy's always staring at.
You're right. He is a cat.
He is a cat.
Yeah.
He got
them
cat
it was really
eyes.
Funny. He's so cute.
Well, when we saw them, like someone spotted them in DC, and Terry was walking around without his arms off. I mean, without his arms. Without his with a tank top on.
Girl, and there were videos of them, you know, the Lincoln Memorial,
yeah.
And there were people, as they were walking down the steps, they had no idea, I guess, who they were. They just looked like some random Asian dudes.
Yeah.
And so, like, they were sliding down. Like, there was this kid that was, like, sliding down, like, the little monument. Like, the, you know, on the side is, like, it's, like, smooth.
Had no idea.
So there were a lot of people because the weather was so nice that week.
I cannot believe that.
And girl, and obviously people spotted them.
Yeah.
But then I was like, that's my backyard.
Yeah,
like that's my
crazy.
Fucking backyard.
Yeah. I'm so glad they came to DC. Like they seemed like they really got to enjoy the weather and the monuments. It was so cute.
Yeah, and they'd never been to DC. So they're like, wow, this is like Miguk's capital.
I
like,
know, they're so cute. They're like, love you, DC.
I don't know. It's because I live in the area that like the way that they talked about DC, they were gushing about it. They were gushing about DC.
That's like our little hometown.
They were talking about how they were talking about how beautiful it was. They were talking about how the DC MOAs were so excited and like I don't know the way they talk about it, I was like, oh, that's why I was like DC MOAs.
They're like, DC, we love you so much. Oh god, I love it when they like call out the cities and then you feel all proud for your city.
And they're like, that's my city. Yeah, and it's like we're always usually in Newark, and that's not.
And I just can't stand. I'm sorry, but like the vibe of Prudential ain't it. Like I can't stand going there for concerts. So being like, yo, it is not the vibe. Y'all know, like when we were when I went to Capital One for 17, I remember being like, oh my god, like one day if Christy and I get a chance to go together, and then since we were there, I mean DC's just so nice in general. So I was like,
that area is nice.
This is home. Like this is home. Prudential, that ain't home. So yeah,
there's like you can't even. It's even just walking around the area, it's like nicer.
And then you're just scared half the time to walk around.
I mean, that area is not like the nicest or safest part of DC, but it's just so much is happening there.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, but seeing them walk around the city. Oh no.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were.
I wish I could have given them a tour. You know?
No. I'll be like,
They walked in front of. They went to the White House too. You know that fence area.
Yeah. I wish we saw them, but whatever.
Anyway, Gigi said,
"How was the crowd around you? Lots of good cheers and vibes."
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone was like in sync with each other.
Yeah, everyone was just like we kind of mentioned, our section was really nice.
Yeah,
like I'm pretty I mean everyone was screaming, but like girl, we were
probably the loudest ones.
Kind of like I always feel bad.
I was saying to Christy after the concert, I was like, yeah girl, there weren't a lot of people who were just like screaming their heads off, but like for like nonsensical screaming, and then I thought about it, I was like, oh my god, that was us. We were those in the section. But we are on good behavior. We're not like, you know, like sometimes during the VCR, there's a lot of chatter, which is fine, obviously, but we're used to hearing so much chatter left and right because people are with their friends and they're just like so loud. But I felt like our section was very polite and like quiet, like, you know, just like listening to the VCR.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was having fun.
Right.
It wasn't obnoxious.
It wasn't obnoxious or chaotic.
Oh, no, are we then? Is it because we were the obnoxious?
But we were pretty like good for like between the, you know what I mean?
But I mean, half the time we were crying.
Well, we were crying the whole time. People probably saw us just hugging and crying the whole time. They were probably like, those girls were like bawling.
Yeah.
But the two girls behind us, they had like this funny like poster for Happy Fools and TXT. They had like the meme faces,
Oh, yeah.
and they were so cute behind us. They were like singing every song, and then the girl next to me. So Christy was on the aisle. I was in the next to her, and then there was this girl, and towards like the beginning of the concert, I was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like screaming your ear off. I'm so sorry if it's unbearable. And she's like, "No, I love it." And so every time I screamed, I could hear her laughing next to me. So you could tell she was a diehard fan, like diehard MOA. So she was like vibing with me too. So, but everyone was like, we all had our own space, and like there were no tall people in front of us. Like,
yeah, because even if you're on an angled section,
was
we experienced this at one section where like there were tall people even there, and we're really short.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of move, but everyone in front of us was like our height or shorter.
Yeah. We were like all the same height ish.
Yeah, we were all the same height, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So I hope your section was just as good.
I know.
Gigi.
I hope you guys. Yeah, I hope you didn't have any crazy blind spots.
Yeah.
And then
there's another one.
How was the ticket buying process? We didn't really talk about this, did we?
No, we didn't. Well, I mean, you were the one that were able to buy the tickets this time. Yeah. I couldn't get in until later.
Yeah, so remember? Christy and I were actually together during ticket sales for that day we were buying tickets. Remember? You were with me.
We were?
Yeah, you were a girl. Okay, see, Christy doesn't remember this. I was on my computer, and then Christy was on my bed and on her laptop, and that was the first time ever where we
tried to buy so many tickets together.
Yeah. I will never forget this because I was on my PC trying to buy tickets, and you were on my bed with your laptop, and so ticket sale, it was like going down, and then out of nowhere, like we were trying to get the tickets, and I got VIP like immediately and like got it in the car. Or am I thinking about 18E? Am I talking about 80s?
I was about to say you're talking about 80s.
Wait, am I talking about the 80s concert buying experience?
Yeah, we were on the phone. I remember the reason. Yeah.
Wait, no, we weren't together for TXT. I was talking about 80s. Yeah.
Because
I mixed it up.
Yeah, you got
But we were on a call, and then we hung up when we were actually buying it.
So and then I remember you texting. Okay, now it's coming back.
Yeah, me too.
I remember you texting me and being like, "Girl, I got it." And then because you said you got section like 112 or whatever, and then you were like, and I was like, I remember kept texting. That's VIP?
Yeah, because
that's the floor though.
I remember like your so you know how like when you get into Ticketmaster, you see you're either 2000 like behind in the waiting line.
That was me this time.
Yeah, but like mine went kind of faster, but then like I had to wait. Mine didn't trickle down very quickly, and then once it trickled down and I saw stars everywhere, which was VIP Soundcheck, I clicked like the closest one I could find, an aisle seat. But again, on the map, it looks like those seats are kind of higher up, like further away. But I just immediately clicked 2 aisle seats I could find, and then we got it.
She got it immediately.
Yeah. And so that was the first time I was able to successfully put those in the cart and get it. So
yeah. And I could, by the time I got in, there was like no VIP or anything left. Yeah. So yeah, that was our ticket buy experience. I don't know. It was nice. It wasn't. I mean,
that one was kind of smooth too. Remember?
That was pretty smooth.
We were good. We were set. We were ready to go. We were like, we have tickets.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, obviously, because one last year, the venues were so small that by the time we got in, like nothing was left.
We didn't even get a chance to buy tickets. We were just thankful that we got gifted 2 seats for New York.
Like,
girl, if you're watching this, you are our angel. Thank you so much.
You're our angel.
You are truly our angel, and we love you. And we need a drink one day again. Or wait, not again. We haven't drank before, have we?
No, not with this angel.
No, not with this angel. Anyway, but yeah, I think those are all the questions we got. If you asked any question, thank you so much.
Yeah, you can write it more in the comments too, mate.
Yeah,
and
if you have more
try
questions.
to get to it. But I don't know. They're still on tour right now. I just really wish we could see them on a different date, because we the last couple of concerts we saw 2 days in a row. We kept doing that. So, but they only came to DC one day, so couldn't do that.
And like this we showed on Twitter, but I think the cutest little thing is that they had butterfly and star confetti.
They had butterfly and star
like
confetti.
How cute. And this. Like this is so memorable, like the star and the
I put all of mine away, but there's like the pink and green butterflies.
Oh my god, look how cute. They're so cute. And then they're all circles, and guys, like my eyelash is still stuck to the bottom.
She's keeping that in there. She's keeping it in there.
It's a memory now. But
I don't know. I just really miss them. But that was such a like
hands
best
down the
concert.
most like
Best concert.
immersive, like emotional
I
concert experience
I feel like
I have ever
TXT,
experienced.
this concert, it was a really good balance between like performing their asses off. Like they were like when like they're such like, I think they're one of the most like in sync dancers whenever they're just like doing stuff. They were dancing, but then also they kind of relaxed, and then because I feel like last year they did more of like crazy performance and a little less of the maybe that's why they felt like they didn't interact as much, but then this time they made sure to like get the crowd really involved in stuff, and like
this one just felt like from start to finish it was like a story, like truly a story fail, like it's story fail.
Story fail.
But like all the songs together just like it merged together so beautifully. It felt like we were witnessing like just a pop-up book, like reading it from start to finish. It was so
the one thing that I really wish that we saw with our own eyeballs, because the VCR showed it, they showed Blonde Bean.
Oh my god, Blonde Bean. Oh god,
but like he changed his hair obviously a while ago back to black, but like if I saw Blonde Bean in person come over to our side and stuff,
oh god,
that would have been. That's the only thing I would change. That's literally the only thing I would change.
The thing I would change is I wanted to see Yeonjun's belly button. I didn't really get to see them like do that.
No, but I didn't see it either. I realized later that
I almost had a panic attack.
Stage.
Christy's like, they lifted their shirts. I was like, how did I not see that?
No, but they did it like they weren't like this. They did it like really subtly, really subtle.
Yeah, they really are Prince Charmings though. 5 Prince Charmings.
You can see their white mic belt.
Yeah.
Around.
Oh my god, Subin's white and Terry's white mic. Their ab belts. But anyway, okay, no, girl, we can't end like that.
Oh my god, they still didn't perform 20 centimeters.
I know, girl, or Fairy of Shampoo.
Holy shit, they still
20 centimeters is like that's like
concert, though, because
I'm going to every single TXT concert. When that happens, that's like the end of the life of everyone.
That's the end of us.
That's
they ever do 20
moment of death. 20 centimeters is no. And if they ever perform Fairy Shampoo, y'all.
I feel like that would have been a good one to perform this time.
They're really saving that one.
They're saving that and 20 centimeters or
Girl,
something.
no, 20 centimeters. I can't. So if you guys got to experience TXT Sweet Mirage, let us know what your experience was in the comment section below. We want to know how was your section. Did you have blind spots? Any complaints?
Who was your bias? Before the concert and after the concert.
What was your favorite performance? Tell us about your experience.
Let us know. Yeah, please let us know.
And if you haven't been to one,
everything.
Yeah, then let us know like what you wish to see in the future for yourself too. We definitely missed out a lot of the songs and performances that we just like pretty much cried to or just like we were dancing to.
Yeah,
but
I'm like, we're gonna to see everything else. It's gonna be in our vlog. We still have to upload the vlog from last year.
I know.
But there's just so much footage.
This was like seriously again like. It was like the most heartfelt. Oh, and lastly, I want to say with like we already touched on this, but like every other concert, we're like all sweaty and nasty. But this one again, because we were like kind of just grooving the whole time and crying. Maybe because we were crying so much, guys. We were like. Aside from my eyelash missing, like I felt like it wasn't so hectic or anything. Just like everything about this show was nice. Like no sweaty nastiness. Just like really good people around us. Good vibe, good energy in a mystical fairyland.
And even leaving, it wasn't like super crowded or anything. There was a bunch of cute MOAs around us. Oh, another thing, this is like kind of off topic, but this bag, I don't know if you guys follow me on like Instagram and stuff. I went to like a Nats game, a baseball game.
Oh, you took
that? And This is perfect because I got to take this bag in because they only allow clear bags.
Oh, wait, why didn't you take the smaller one then? The one
Because I
that
needed a bigger bag.
Oh, a big bag. Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are so convenient, y'all. I can't.
Yeah.
This was one of like legit the best merch you could get for a concert. A giant bag.
I don't know. I love this. I love all of them. I love this concert. I just love everything about it. It was amazing. I hope they come back to DC. Come back. They said they want to come back to DC, girl.
They better come back to DC.
They said they want to come back. Yeah, I have this.
Oh my god, and girl, I'm so mad. During my Terry was hiding from me. This was oops. Everything's falling down. But this is one of the ones I couldn't show on my picture because this was stuck in my bag. This was one of the freebies.
No, you got one of those. Yeah, I got 2 Yeonjun.
I got 2 Terrys.
You got 2?
I got a pink Terry. 2 pink Terrys.
You got 2 pink Terrys?
Yeah, I got that one and this one.
Oh yeah. I got Subin. I got Subin in that one. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Anyway, guys, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Again, check out our
photos. Yeah, check out our photos. We're gonna we have them uploaded by now, and I don't know. We'll see you MOAs again. We'll MOA again.
We shall MOA later.
Hi, Bummy. Bummy
love you. Yeah. I love you guys so much. We will catch up again soon. We're just showing everything now.
I know. I miss it. I just miss the
I hope you enjoyed our concert recaps. We love doing these, so thank you so much for listening and hanging out with us. And if you finished eating already while listening, I hope you
it's been a while.
Take a nice poo-poo or pee-pee, whatever.
What the fuck?
What? People usually like eating stuff and then they're done listening or something.
This is a fun fact.
What?
Sylvia was constipated.
No, okay, look, stop! You can't end it like that. No, okay, I was constipated, but only because I didn't poop that first day on the train, and then I came home, and then I pooped everything out, and I was fine. I pooped out a baby in her bathroom.
Okay, well, Mari just asked a question. How was your view? Did you manage to capture a lot of moments? Oh yeah, we showed that. Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mari. We love you, girl.
I love you, Mari. Anyway, MOAs, sea stars. Shitties and
sea stars,
crystals.
Never. I said never, man. Okay, we ended like that. Okay.
Never let my love each and 안녕,
and we're free falling. Bye bye. Until next time.